looking for today is misleading marketing and how some people look at products and think, wow, these are better than the rest. Okay, let's go shopping. All right.
Stefania Palmieri is a registered dietitian.
It's got the blueberries, it's got the blackberries, high in fiber. Look at that last box on the shelf. Yep, I want to focus on their high protein. Just down here, if you'll notice, they're actually in the chip aisle. Okay, veggie, that sounds good. Okay, throw it in the cart, let's go. Who wouldn't want a high fiber brownie? Gets things moving, right? Absolutely. Isn't too good to be true.
Stefania says all of our picks have something in common. A health halo.
Health halo is basically the perception that a food is better than it says it is with very little evidence to back that up. Exactly, that's the impression that they get. But if we took a closer look on the ingredient list, you're going to notice that they're not too far off your standard brand of potato chip. If you're eating these, should you be eating something else instead? I wouldn't rely on this for your vegetable intake, that's for sure.
Dr. Robert Lustig agrees.
First of all, 240 calories. Okay, I don't know of any vegetable that has 240 calories.
He's a childhood obesity expert and an endocrinologist.
Potato starch and potato flour, what's a vegetable about that? Number two, it has sugar in it. If it's a vegetable, probably shouldn't have sugar.
He's to fruits. Next up, Welch's mixed fruit snacks. The company's website says they put the fruit in fruit snacks.
First of all, fruit puree
First ingredient
is not fruit. As soon as you take a piece of fruit and put it on the stove and boil it, you have basically changed its properties. You have gotten rid of the fiber in order to make that puree. So this is actually just concentrated sugar, with a fruit flavoring, of course.
Welch's has been in the news before over U.S. lawsuits about their real fruit claims, but those were dismissed or settled. Look at the fine print, not intended to replace fresh fruit in a diet.
Parents think they're giving their kids maybe a healthy alternative?
In fact, they're not. And the way you can tell that is because of the sugars on the side of the box. 10 grams. This is nothing but a candy and should be advertised as such.
Welch's stands by their label saying this is made with real fruit and says their customers know it's not intended to replace fresh fruit in the diet.
And it's not the only label that looks like the product is loaded with fruit. Take a look at this Bolthouse Blue Goodness juice with 7.5 servings of fruit and 21% of your daily fiber.
It says it's 100% fruit juice, so I would think from that you're not getting anything added in it.
But the fiber in there is added with a supplement called inulin.
The fiber source is not naturally occurring from a whole blended fruit.
And Stefania says much of that color is also an additive.
In addition of extra blue pigment to keep the product looking the way that it does. Is it good for you?
No. This is a sugar bomb, is what this is. They're trying to make you think that this is from fruit, therefore it's healthy. Eat a fruit.
As for that claim about the 7.5 servings of fruit in this, Bolthouse is busted on that too. As of 2019, Canada's Food Guide no longer classifies juice as a serving of fruit because it's now considered a sugary drink. Fiber One brownies. The company says its bars are baked naturally with 5 grams of fiber, and that fiber never tasted so good.
What we know about inulin is it's something we call fermentable fiber. Our gut bacteria love to eat from it, and for some people, particularly those, let's say, with irritable bowel syndrome, they find that they overproduce gas from this product. Let's take a look here. If you're looking at the first ingredient, they're using enriched wheat flour, which is white flour. And then the second ingredient is inulin, which is a fiber supplement. And then the third ingredient is icing sugar. Is it a cookie? Essentially, with a fiber supplement added to it. So what I encourage families to do is see if you can do your own baked goods at home. You can use whole grains like oats or whole grain flour as a basis that have more fiber.
We're on the lookout for lousy labels. Flagging foods that our dietary experts say fall under a health halo. They may look like a good choice, but when you dig into their healthy-sounding claims,
it might have you rethink your decision.
This juice, these fruit snacks, brownies, and veggie straws. Our experts worry about this label the most. Meal replacement Vector, usually found in the cereal aisle.
A big claim on the Vector, obviously. Big font, high protein. What are we really looking at here? Well, I'd even flip that question back to you as an average consumer, as a mom. Yep. Where do you think that protein is coming from? I'd say it's in the box. 13 grams of protein in this box. My teenager's putting it in his bowl. He's eating it up. I'm thinking, done. For a serving of Vector stipulated on the box, there's about 5.7 grams of protein, which is different than the 13 grams advertised on the front. So in truth, the 13 grams of protein is really coming from when the cereal is combined with cow's milk.
And our experts tell us Vector without milk has about the same amount of protein as many other cereals.